Hi, I'm Maggie Weldon, owner of Maggie's Crochet. I'm very proud to say that maggiescrochet.com is the largest all crochet site online with thousands of crochet patterns and hundreds of them are free. I've been crocheting for over 40 years and I've been designing for over 30. So I'm hoping that through these videos I can help you to master the art of crochet. So pick up your hook and your yarn and let's get started. Okay, this is the Pinwheel Rose Afghan, and the pattern for this Afghan is in the Best of Maggie Weldon Crochet Afghans, which was published by Leisure Arts several years ago. And this pattern looks like this, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make the Pinwheel Rose. I'll set this off to the side. So I'm just going to show you the rose part of it, and this book is available, The Best of Maggie Weldon Afghans, from maggiescrochet.com. So in the directions it says to chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, and join with slip stitch to form a ring. So that means that you slip stitch in your first chain and you draw that through there. And the whole time I'm working these petals, I'm going to work it over the end of my starting chain so that I can draw it in at the end as tight to close up that hole because it gets quite big. So then to make the first petal, you chain 3 and that counts as a double crochet now and throughout. So then you put 3 double crochets into the ring, and I'm working over the end of my starting chain. There's that, and then you chain 3 turn. 1, 2, 3. That's going to count as a double 2. You don't work in this double unless you were increasing, but we're not increasing, so you skip that one. Then they want you to do 3 more doubles. So you do this. Okay. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you turn, and this stays in back of your first petal, and you go ahead and you work 4 more. It's going to make this curl, but you're going to work 4 more double crochets. You're going to start your second petal with 4 double crochets into the ring. So your first petal's made, you're just going to have this strand behind there. And the pattern actually calls for worsted weight yarn, but I'm using a bulky weight yarn just so you can see better. Okay, then you do 1, 2, 3 to turn. There's 2 rows for each petal. You don't work in that one, and you work in these 3. Okay, then you do 1, 2, 3, 4. You turn it like you normally would. And you're going to leave this in the back. And I'm still working over the end for my starting chain. And I'm going to do the 3rd petal. This is a beautiful Afghan when you're doing all these different colors, all the different baby colors. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then you don't work in here. You do 3 doubles. This is a new skein, so it wants to pull over here instead of pulling out through the center. Whenever you start a new skein, pull out from the middle. It's easier. Okay, I'm going to turn, and this is going behind. I got to keep moving these around. It's kind of a tight fit because there's 8 petals worked into the chain 6. 2, 3, 4. And each petal, each of the 8 petals has 4 double crochets, so you're going to land up with 32 double crochets here. 2, 3, turn. You don't work in this one. Do 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've got half the petals done. It'll definitely look a lot daintier when you do it in a smaller yarn, but okay, I'm going into the ring again. It looks like a pinwheel because of the way it just kind of slightly curves. So that's why it's called a pinwheel rose Afghan. 3. Go in here. One, 2, 3, 4. And I've got 5 done. So these can be, it's real tight in here now, but you can just keep sliding them around on the beginning ring. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Don't work in this one, work in the other 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the strand that goes behind. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I still gotta get 2 more in there. I can do it. It's gonna be tight, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and turn. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me see. I think I got 1 more to do. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, we can get them in there. I don't think it'll be this tight when you're working with worsted weight yarn. Okay. Probably didn't need to work over that turning chain either. I mean over that starting chain, because I don't think I'll be able to pull it. Okay, here's the 4, the last 4. Whew, it's tight. Okay, 1, 2, 3 to turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this would go down to, it says join with a slip stitch to first double crochet a first petal. So your first double crochet, if you remember when it said chain 3 counts as your first double crochet, so that's where they want you to slip stitch to. So this is back here on my first petal where I did a chain 3. Well, the top of that chain 3 is my first double crochet. So I slip stitch to that, and that completes the round right there. Look at that thing. It's really cute. All right, then the reason why I did the, I'm going to cut this off here. And to cut it off, what I do, if I'm going to sew it in right away, I would just cut this and pull this up and sew it in. But since I probably wouldn't sew this in right away because I do several flowers and then sew them all in at one time, I'm just going to do a slip stitch. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to show. And I cut back here. And that gives me enough length to put that yarn on a needle. And the reason why I worked over the starting chain is because I always like to do that, and because I can close that hole up just a little because it's already so tight. But on some other projects, you don't want that hole in the middle. So if you work over the end of your starting chain, then you can use that as like a drawstring, and then secure that right here so it won't pull out. So round 2 gets worked in these loops, these chain 4 loops that are behind the petals. But isn't that adorable, the way that turns out? You can just imagine, let me see, I have a little piece of orange here. If you did like a little center on this thing, it'd be so cute, like a little fall flower. It'd be so adorable. So anyway, so the pattern is done with the pinwheel roses in the middle, and then there's granny square starts off every other petal as a corner like of a granny square, and then that would be round, let's show you right here. So round 2 would be the green, and then round 3 and 4 is definitely granny square in there, and then looks like there's a round of, well, that might be single crochet around the whole thing. I don't know. Yeah, there's a round of single crochet around each square, and then it's sewn together, and I sewed it together with the back ridges so that I had the front ridges making a nice little frame, and then there's a loop border. So it's a really cute design, and that's available at maggiescrochet.com.